Extreme just propping up into the air. He's a Park has completed the line. The field is set. They're racing in the detonator. And Red Publisher jumped well. So did Red Army and Harry Thomas ahead of Arctic Stream. Now Wrinkly's going to press on, and so's the Big Show. Star Exhibit's going to be back behind those, but they're racing relatively compact. He's a Parker down on the inside, and the old fellows out there wider dropping to the back. Cougar Express. And so through the first 400 they've gone. Wrinkly worked his way across. At the 1400 he's taken up the role of pacemaker. They're not going hard though. He's going along at just a steady tempo. 3/4 of a length in front, Harry Thomas. A length and a half to Red Publisher, who'd posied up beautifully placed on the inside from the Big Show. Now there's a bit more pace on. They've gapped the others. 4 lengths Arctic Stream, Red Army, then Star Exhibit, followed by He's a Parker. And last of all, the veteran Cougar Express. Out by the 1,000 here in the Detonator Stakes they go. And Wrinkly is the leader. It's Wrinkly. He wants to run, but he's now being held together by one Harry Thomas. Then over on the inside, Red Publisher, the Big Show, enjoying a sweet run fourth. Then a further 3 Arctic Stream. A length and a half back on the inside, Red Army, and 3/4 then last year's winner Star Exhibit being heeled up by Hall. Then came He's a Parker back there in company with Cougar Express by the 550. About to approach the home corner. Wrinkly on top by a length. Harry Thomas off the steel with his ears ridden off in seconds placing. Over on the inside to Red Publisher, tracking up well as Wrinkly hangs right off the fence, and Red Publisher can go through quickly to join him. Then came the Big Show, Arctic Stream, Star Exhibit well back, not doing anywhere near enough. Inside the 200, Harry Thomas joined Wrinkly, Red Publisher on the rail. The Big Show keeps coming from Arctic Stream. Arctic Stream on the outside, the Big Show, Harry Thomas, Arctic Stream reaches the lead. It's Arctic Stream home in the Detonator. Arctic Stream beat the Big Show. Harry Thomas or Wrinkly, a photo for third ahead of Red Publisher. Star Exhibit didn't fire a shot. Followed back behind them, Red Army, He's a Parker second last, and whipping them all in Cougar Express. Number 7, Arctic Stream's the winner of the Detonator Stakes. The High Chaparral gelding. And appearing for the second time after that effort in the Perth Cup, Arctic Stream surging over the top of his rivals in the last little bit to take out the Detonator Stakes with Paul Harvey aboard for Ross Price. Number 7's the winner. Number 5 is second, the Big Show, ridden by Chris Parnham. And third, it's awfully close. And that's between Wrinkly, Harry Thomas, and Star Exhibit. Didn't fire a shot in the Detonator. 7-5 photo, Arctic Stream, raced by Frank and Josie Fiore. By High Chaparral from Royal Devotion. He's won his 6th race today from 26 runs. And finishing over the top by half a length. Half a length second and third in 151.2. Harry Thomas gets the nod from the judge for third in front of number 4, Wrinkly. 7, 5, 8 and 4, the official placings after this afternoon's feature event, the Detonator Stakes. Race 8, the All Flag Signs and Banners Handicap for 3-year-olds is next at 5:20. Number 11 comes out, Rewrite the Stars, a field of 10 starting in the second last on the card. Scott Embry is down in the yard this afternoon. He's now with the winning trainer of the Detonator Stakes in Ross Price. You probably can recall the day that Detonator carried that 67 kilos to victory down there at Ross's hometown track.
Absolutely, I'm sure he can. I think it was down at Bunbury too, wasn't it, Ross, that Detonator carried that massive weight?
I'll never forget that race, and it's still one of the best races I've ever seen in my life, to have Tommy Pike about last halfway up the straight with 57 kilos and get out and just ease him down on the line to win comfortably. I'll just make the hair stand up on the back of your neck. It was just unbelievable.
Could you imagine if we had a horse carrying 67 these days?
No, I don't think they're a bit fragile these days to carry those sort of weights.
Yeah, absolutely. What about this horse, Arctic Stream? First up, what did you make of his run?
Oh, look, he was a little bit fresh, and they didn't go hard in the middle stages, and he just got his head down and pulled really hard, and he basically half choked himself down. And I'll put the pulling bit on him today because it just raises his head a little bit and probably gives him a bit more free air and probably a more genuine pace on today. So it's sort of set it up nicely for him.
You've been around racing for a long, long time. Is he one of the best looking gallopers you've ever had?
Yeah, probably looking ones. There's not been many better than him. And he's starting to settle down and relax now. As you can see him coming back in. He was a bit highly strung early on, but he's starting to really relax now and should make a really good stayer.
What does the rest of the campaign hold for him? Is he off to a Cups campaign?
Yeah, look, probably if everything goes all right now, we'll probably go to the Bunbury Cup in a couple of weeks. And we haven't gone beyond that because he's had a pretty long campaign. We'll just see how he goes there.
And talking about tough and long campaigns, Harry Thomas runs another ripper.
I just can't imagine that horse. He's been in work racing for 12 months with 3 weeks off in between, and I just keep telling the owners he'll tell me one day that he's had enough, but he just hasn't told me yet. And I mean, when races like that, he just keeps earning, and he's such a courageous horse.
Congratulations, Ross. Well done.
Thank you.
There's Ross Price with the win of Arctic Stream, and also the stablemate Harry Thomas into third. Splitting those horses, the big show, a nice run there, heading toward a Bunbury and Pinjarra Cup tilt, I'm sure, for Team Darren McAuliffe. And number 4, Wrinkly, not a bad effort at his first start at a middle distance. First time past 1,600 metres, he went to an 1,800 today, and he was brave out in front. Number 3, Red Publisher, weighs in 5th, the old veteran from the stables of Ash Maley. 7, 5, 8 and 4. We're just waiting for Paul Harvey to come and weigh in here, and then we'll get a quick word from him on Arctic Stream, who seemed to really appreciate having the speed on today. He raced 2 fresh first up at Pinjarra Park when he sat outside the leader, but he looked much more comfortable today in the run when tracking that hot speed. And once Paul Harvey got him to the outside, he let down with a very, very powerful burst of speed and won impressively. We'll grab Paul for a bit of a word now. Paul, in the middle stages there, were you happy with how the race was panning out for you?
Yeah, it panned out nice. He had plenty of galloping room. He's a big horse, so he got some space, which was good.
Good to get a little bit of cover today. Looks like he really does appreciate racing back in the field.
Yeah, well, we thought there wasn't much pace in that 1,400 the other day, so we thought if we weren't over top of him, we were going to be no hope. So probably rode him out of character a bit, but, you know, back to normal today. He's
been to an ATA Stakes. He now probably goes to a Bunbury Cup. Does he give you the feel that he'll see out a full 2,200?
I think so, yeah. He's finished that race off well today, so there's no reason why he wouldn't have a look. A
pair of pickup rides to finish the day. Do you think there's another winner in there?
Cross fingers.
Good luck, Paul. There's Paul Harvey with the win here of Arctic Stream. 7, 5, 8 and 4 after the listed Detonator Stakes. Our Sky Thoroughbred Central audience are back with Anthony Manton in the studio.